There was a period when Lee Zii Jia was one of the most dangerous attacking players in men's singles. His offense wasn't just powerful, it was disruptive. He could take control of rallies early, break defensive structures, and overwhelm even the best players in the world with speed and angle. But fast forward to today, and the conversation around Lee Zii Jia has changed. Injuries, inconsistent performances, and a steady drop in world ranking have raised a difficult question. Can he still make it at the very top level? In this video, we're going to look at who Lee Zii Jia was at his peak, what has changed since then, and what his current level tells us about his chances at the 2026 Malaysia Open. At his peak, Lee Zii Jia's game was defined by relentless offense. He could dictate rallies from the first shot, constantly threatening his opponent with steep jump smashes, sudden drives, and sharp cross-court angles. What made him particularly dangerous was not just his power, but his ability to destabilize even the best defenders. He could take a neutral rally and turn it into an attacking sequence within 1 or 2 shots, forcing opponents to constantly adjust their positioning under pressure. His first attack was decisive. His footwork allowed him to maintain balance during rapid exchanges, and his anticipation let him react quickly to defensive lifts. This combination of timing, precision, and aggression made him one of the most feared players in the world at the time. However, Lee Zii Jia's career trajectory changed when injuries began to interfere with his consistency and rhythm. Even minor injuries in badminton can disrupt timing, footwork, and confidence, and in Lee's case, it meant that his ability to impose his attacking identity was compromised. Recovery periods and disrupted training affected not only his fitness, but also his on-court decision-making. These setbacks created gaps in his performance, and his once predictable and dominant attacking sequences became harder to execute consistently. Against top-tier players, these small differences in timing and execution are often enough to swing points in matches, and over time they contributed to his ranking drop and inconsistent results. Today, Lee Zii Jia finds himself in a different position than during his peak. His world ranking has fallen, early exits have become more common, and he is no longer able to consistently enforce his attacking game. He is a talented player, still capable of moments of brilliance, but the level of dominance he once displayed is not guaranteed in every match. Against top 20 players, he often has to react rather than dictate, and this shift in identity changes the way he approaches rallies. What was once an aggressive, control-oriented strategy is now tempered by the need to manage energy, recovery, and injury risk. When we compare prime Lee Zii Jia to his current form, several differences stand out. In his prime, his shot selection was precise, with every drive, smash, and drop calculated to force the next weak reply. His footwork allowed him to maintain balance and be ready for immediate follow-ups, giving him a clear advantage in fast exchanges. Today, his shot quality remains high, but timing is slightly less sharp, and his first attack is less decisive. Rally length tolerance has decreased, and his ability to maintain control during sustained exchanges is affected by both physical and mental factors. Where once he could pressure opponents to make errors, he now has to pick moments carefully and wait for openings rather than create them at will. Looking ahead to the 2026 Malaysia Open, Lee Zii Jia's performance will depend on whether he can reconcile his attacking identity with his current level. Against top players, he may need to rely on selective aggression rather than constant pressure, combining smart placement and anticipation with well-timed attacks. His experience and understanding of rally construction remain valuable, but if he cannot regain a level of sharpness in his first attack, he will likely face early exits against aggressive, consistent opponents. That said, his capacity for surprise, his tactical intelligence, and the ability to execute occasional bursts of peak-level play mean he can still cause upsets, especially against players who underestimate his current form. So, can Lee Zii Jia still make it at the top? The answer is nuanced. He may not be the unstoppable force he once was, but he is far from finished. His challenge is not talent or technique, but adapting his attacking identity to his present capabilities, maintaining consistency, and using his tactical awareness to compensate for physical limitations. For viewers and aspiring players, his journey is a reminder that high-level badminton is as much about adaptation and strategy as it is about raw speed and power.